this is the journey of improved Rohu in these years. Then coming to the major finding, we found that there is substantial additive genetic variance for growth, then negligible heterosis effect. So we have gone for the pure breeding. Then ranking of the animals, that means poultry families, is highly consistent in monoculture and polyculture. And we have also developed a specialized hatchery for carp selection. Then coming to the field trial, we have realized the response over control is the similar in resuscitation. As I have told you, we have done the field trial in many places. So no separate breeding is required. That was our conclusion. So you can see that response to selection in nucleus, the improved Rohu, and from 95 to 2014, now we are having the 15-year class also final sampling over. So as you know, this is the 2-year class, generation length. So you can see this has increased from 300 to now more than 1 kilo in 10 to 11 months. The name Jayanti, as 1997, it was officially released. That is the 50th anniversary of Indian independence. So trade name registration also made to the Calcutta court by 2000, for the year from 2013 up to 2023. Now the trade name registration renew has been also made. So as you are also showing, this is the dissemination plan which generally we have taken for the improved Rohu. This is the nucleus unit, this is the SIFA, and this is the resuscitation system, that is the linkage we can make, and the maintenance of the main function is maintenance of the germplasm. Then we are giving to State Fishery Department and private carp hatcheries. They are the multiplier units, and they used to fry and fingerling develop to broodstock. They are producing the broodstock and then supplying to the fish farmer and fish farmer cooperatives. So this is in a 3-tier system. The dissemination was planned for improved Rohu. If you see the distribution, why I am showing this, it was just 2010 to 11, it was mostly we have given to the Odisha, then few other states. But now if you see, you can see in 17 and 18, in many other players, many other places, they have also come along with the NABB or the brood bank for dissemination of this improved variety. And this is the state, that means Jayanti Rohu in 2018. We have given to more than 13 states. We have given, along with the NFBB, 1.25 crores we have given the brood seed. So after dissemination, you can see this is the improved Rohu Jayanti photo. Then we have also done one field performance on farm. Time to time you used to do. In the Anand Group, Bemabaram we have done. And there is a systematically improved Rohu as well as control or the normal Rohu of that farm it was taken. And we have found out that within 5 to 6 months, then there was some water scarcity, but after, till then that, it was more than 68% higher growth was observed in the improved Rohu in comparison to the normal Rohu. Another advantage here we have seen that in the low saline water, Jayanti Rohu performance in 4 to 6 ppt in Kakdeep area, it was very wonderful that it got 1.5 kg within 1 year, and this is also ectoparasite free. That means the Argulus free improved Rohu we can see with that low saline area. So this is a lot of potential for the low saline area culture. Then some of the impact assessment it has been made with the CIFRI, CIFA and World Fish Center, and we found that the time period for marketable size, it is reducing 53 days, and minimum yield, it is over normal Rohu as 23%. So it has gone up to even 68 to 70%. Some of the field trial from year to 2012 to 15 we have done in Assam, West Bengal, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat. And you can see the result which is showing in there, and the very systematically all these data are done, and not only by the institute, but by different organizations, NGOs, and private organizations to determine what is the genetic or the growth performance of the improved variety. So after telling all these things, I should say what is the problem in dissemination. As no seed certification mechanism in India, protection of the Jayanti Rohu is not there. And false claim of Jayanti Rohu for normal Rohu is there, because there is no distinct difference in the phenotype. Some of my friend was telling it was looking different in his places. Then it is not Jayanti Rohu. Let me tell you very frankly, Jayanti Rohu is the Rohu only. It is not any hybrid. And it shows a better coloration only, but never been different from the Rohu species. And that's why there are people who falsely claim the normal Rohu as the Jayanti Rohu. Then I will also like to here mention the myth and reality about the improved variety. This is applicable to not only Rohu, but it is applicable to any improved variety. That suppose genetically improved fish does not require any practical or the particular management guidance, management schedule. It is not true. For any genetically improved variety, there should be feed regulation, there should be some environment management, it is required. So to get the full benefit of its extra performance, management practice like proper stocking density, balanced feed, and nutrition and health care is very much required. Because one of my farmer, I told, what feed you are giving to the improved Rohu? Then he told, why I will give any feed? Because it is genetically improved variety. It is not true. If you will not give the feed, then where from is the get the energy? Then just applying the seed for improved variety is not sufficient. Package of practice is required, which generally used to give for the farmer for the culture of improved variety. So how you will get the full benefit? Stocking density 7,000 to 8,000 fingerling, feed 25 to 30% protein. You can go up to initial 3 to 4%, then of course 2 to 3%, health management and water depth 1.5 to 2. So because, what are the challenges? Because the knowledge level regarding the quality seed is low in general, and proper dissemination and misuse, this is there. So apart from this is regarding the growth trait. Then coming to the another trait, like disease resistant trait, for the Aeromonas hydrophila, we have gone and we have seen that this achievement is that we have generated more than 26,000 putative SNP and 1,700 microsatellite. And the expression level we have seen in resistant as well as the susceptible variety, and a significantly higher level of ceruloplasmin one seen in resistant line. So these are some of the tricks we can see for the improved variety for the disease resistant. And that's why we have taken the 15 family, first 15 rank family as the resistant one, and the very low survivor, that the susceptible line, and we have challenged both of them and find out what is the genetic merit or the genetic, that means response for the disease resistant. So this is the final finding that there is substantial variation among families, that means different Rohu families for the survival of challenge test of Aeromonas hydrophila. And there is, you can see the heritability 0.15 to 0.19. And that means very important and very interesting is that the growth and the survival, they are positively correlated. So that has given us a boost that we can go for the growth and the disease resistant one. This is regarding the Rohu breeding program. So considering after Rohu breeding program, we have also gone for the another next important is the Katla. So Katla breeding program we have initiated recently. For that we have taken 9 stocks to our base population. Because as much as we have the genetic variation in the base population, we can linger this breeding program. So we have taken from Odisha, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, and UP our stock. Then you can see the 1 year, after 1 year culture, this is the, from the different riverine and the hatchery stocks, what is the mean and the minimum and maximum growth factor. So you can see the ranking of individuals. Sometimes what we used to say, only riverine stocks are good, not hatchery stocks are good. But our result shows now no riverine stock is very pure. All are mixed up. So you can see that the river Ganga, though it was occupied the first position, but different hatcheries also occupies next to it, and the last one was the Subarnarekha river, which we found in our result, that is the 9th ranking. So what we have done, along with the growth, we have also microsatellite analysis we have done, so that we can know the genetic heterozygosity. Because what happened, if you will have both the information like growth as well as genetic variability, then the establishing a base population will be easier. So we found that the Ganga stock of Patna, it shows significantly higher growth, but the other riverine stocks also, they show very good result. And genetic difference we found in Aval Siddhi, that is in West Bengal, and Kumar Swami, that is in Andhra Pradesh. These two hatchery, they are having very high genetic difference, and of course, similar state fishery and the CFA farm, they are very low genetic differentiation. Actually, we have not done any truss analysis in our Rohu breeding program. So whatever we have not done in Rohu breeding program, we have added in Katla breeding program. And variability in terms of shape and size, we could see 10 truss analysis in Katla. So these are some of the estimates. And you can see this is the heterologous microsatellite analysis of Katla base population. And this is the descriptive statistics. You can know that the B value is 3, so that's why both the cases, it is rearing is proper, and the K value is 1.5 to 1.7. Then coming to this Katla Fulsi family production, we have gone for the 50 Fulsi family, and both genetic, when we have done this 50 Fulsi family, both genetic variability as well as phenotypic information, that means growth, we have considered while selecting the crosses. And the comparison was made between diversity and the performance of different stock, considering the base population of Katla. So what we have done, along with this also, from the generation 1 itself, we have gone for the field trial. In different places you can see, and the field trial data generation 1 and 2 we are compiling, and we will be commercializing next year this Katla breed 1, because we are getting very, very good result from all these field trials. And we are going to release it to the farmer once it is commercialized. Then what is the way forward? As from the NFDB, they were also telling 2025 we will be having 30% replacement, then we have to increase the multiplier unit. For the improved Rohu, we are having now 11 multiplier unit. We want to give focus on different other states also for having the multiplier unit and full functioning of NFBB, then prevent the false claim of Jayanti Rohu through molecular tools. That we are trying, so that the false claim will be reduced. And awareness creation, this is also equally very much important. So increase the specific point, intervention, will be having more multiplier unit, awareness, and you have to check the false claim of the improved variety. So progressive farmer, hatcheries, and which follows the BMP, we have to take them into our confidence. Capacity building and seed certification is also equally important. So after telling this, I feel when you are going for an improved variety, then you should also follow some of the guideline tips for the hatchery manager. I have written in the first line that maintenance of the record in the hatchery, Because this is a very small thing, but in 99% of the hatchery, they don't maintain properly the hatchery data. You don't have the pond data, what animal, what age, all this pedigree, which is required. And second thing, mixed spawning. Mixed spawning, we should prevent to have genetic purity, because as you know, many of the states are prone for the flood. And if you are going for this hybridization, this is escaping to the river. And sometimes this is, you will be not getting the pure seed in the river itself. So this is a clear-cut threat to it. Then some of the hatcheries we have visited in Bihar, as well as many states, then they told, what we'll do? I am having only one spawning pool. If I am not getting, I have to use it full-fledged. So what I should do so that I will not have this hybridization? Then we have also advised them and given them how they can go by giving a gap of maybe 2 hours of the injection, and so that same breeding pool can be used and there will be no hybridization. And the diameter of the, because this also acts as a, in many of the hatcheries, the diameter is very big. To utilize the water, what they are doing, they are putting the number of fishes, if it is not there also, male and female of different species in the same breeding pool. So if it will be in the State Department, if you can have the less than 5-meter diameter of the breeding and spawning pool, then you can have 2 or 3 spawning pool, then this problem will definitely reduce. Then a own breeder raising program you have to give importance, and because then if you will be collecting seed from different days and put it with yourself and make it your own brood stock, then definitely you will be having better one. Then same year class breeding, you have to avoid 50-50 sex ratio. You have to do, that means 1 male, 1 female. I think most of you are doing that. Replenish brood stock. Use brood stock of 3 to 5 years female and 2 to 5 years male. After that, please call it. Okay. Then repeated use of the same breeder, avoid cryopreservation, and network hatchery. As you are telling, if there is network of hatcheries, then the exchange of brood fishes will be there, so that you will have the genetic variability in your stock and you will have better offspring. So most important factor for any hatchery owner is that this is the temperature for the carp, 25 to 30, 34 beyond, it will not respond. Sometimes nucleus come out of the cell. All these problems will there. Maturity status, quality of the water, hormone, oxygen is also very, very important for the hatching pool. And spawning pool, they can adjust, but the hatching pool, if it is less than 4 ppm, then sometimes problem is coming. Total alkalinity should be also less than 100 ppm. So genetically improved seed, how it will come to the seed chain? Through nucleus, maybe brood bank, multiplier unit, state fishery department, recognized hatchery, and seed grower. So I feel resource and state specific plan is required for the genetic improved seed to be in the seed chain, proper seed chain. So there is 5 dimensions, I should say, for the fish seed quality. That is the broodstock management, maintenance and enhancement of the genetic quality, as I have told you how you can go for the genetic quality improvement, management of the proper pond environment, proper method of breeding, as well as nursery raising to attain minimum stockable size. That means fry is not, we are giving all data of fry. Fry is not the stockable size. For the farmer stockable size is fingerling and above. So we should have this affinity for the fingerling and raising for the higher, and these are the requirement for the fish seed certification. For that, in conclusion, I should say that the genetic basis of broodstock management and use of genetic norm in hatchery is highly essential. We have to have increased always purity of the stock. You have to have genetic improved stock, as well as purity you should maintain, so that equal importance should be given. And the selective breeding and effective dissemination are the finest tool to achieve the production enhancement. So from all institutions, effort is needed to implement it for our future generation. So let us join hands and let us together enrich the health, wealth, and safe environment while developing the aquaculture. Let the sustainability and responsibility be our watchwords. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful speech. Any question from the audience? Okay.
Good, excellent.
Ma'am, I have a question for you. My name is Anil Rana and I come from Himachal Pradesh. I am a fish farmer there. My question is, can you hear me?
Mic proper.
Is it okay now? Okay. My question is, I did procure Jayanti Rao and the performance was very good. In fact, as you have stated in your presentation, it matches. So congratulations on that. Secondly, I'm eagerly awaiting for the Katla also, as you said, that will be commercialized next year. But can you kindly tell me what is the percentage growth vis-a-vis the old Katla?
If you are asking me about the Rohu or Katla,
The new version of Katla.
you see, when we are giving to the farmer, we give 2 generations back. Okay, in our nucleus, we used to keep the higher, that means generation seed. And a farmer, 2 generations back, we generally used to give because it is generation length is 2 years. And it depends on, as I have told you, it depends on how you rear. If you know, as I was telling one farmer, I have told what feed you are giving. He told why it is required, because it is improved variety. But it is not that. If you will take definitely care and the generation, you will see that minimum now whatever 8th and 9th generation, 40 to 50% higher growth people are getting. I have shown you all this. These are the data of the farmer as well as government agency. Those who have done simultaneously their normal Rohu as well as the improved variety. Regarding Katla, we are getting very, very good, I should say. And within 2 generations, we got such a tremendous growth that definitely many of the states, those who have taken, they are very much eager for the Katla also. And once it is commercialized, definitely we are going to give the Katla also along with Rohu, because advantage is that in the same pond, you can have the improved Rohu as well as Katla. So this is the advantage because you don't need a special space for this. So thank you very much, sir, and keep it up. And definitely we are going to see that it reaches to many of the farmers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Is there any other question from the audience?
So if there is any, this is one of the important issue that we wanted to discuss. If there are any questions, any points, we can discuss it after the all the presentations are over. Thank you very much, madam, for giving a wonderful presentation. Our next speaker is Dr. Y. Basuraj. Basuraj is a graduate of College of Fisheries, Mangalore, and then he worked extensively in different capacities, not only in College of Fisheries at the University of Agriculture Sciences earlier, and also in Kerala. He has over 38 years of experience. He served as Dean, College of Fisheries, Mangalore, and Director of Extension, KVFSU, Bidar. He's operated nearly 17 projects of both national as well as international collaboration projects. He has more than 150